Hey, welcome to Rosie's Realities. Um, I wanted to start off the story about my experience working for Kirby. For any of those that have been confused about whatever this company is about, or if there's anything that they worry about, I would like to say that my experience there personally was not the best, but I had a lot to learn from that. Um, for those of you that are looking for a 9 to 5 steady pay, this job isn't for you. It's solely based off commission. And even then, once you get that commission in, you only get a certain percentage based off what it is your contribution to the team. Because there's, I think, about a set of 3 to 5 people. So, yeah, that pretty much sums it up. But I would like to tell my story about what my experience was. I was introduced to it through a family, not really family friend, but more like a boyfriend's sibling. And what happened was is that I was kind of familiar with the thing because I used to do Avon. So what ended up happening was is that I thought, why not? I didn't want to take any hand-me-down job offers from family members. I wanted to show them that I could do this on my own and have them be proud. I really didn't think much of it. I didn't think I would get screwed over. I didn't really think I was going to get assaulted. I didn't really think any of that. Because, I guess I was too optimistic. What ended up happening was is that as soon as I started, the HR was kind of off-putting. He was, I would say, very flirtatious in a way to where it got uncomfortable. So I had a lot of issues where I was alone with him. He would drive me from wherever the building was. It felt like about half an hour away from where the interview was held. And he would drive me back to where he would pick me up from after the day was done. The whole point of it is that you either be a sales rep by going door to door, where they make you think that you are going to be in an office and you're going to be taking phone calls and setting up appointments and blah blah blah, when that's not really the case. They lied to me about that and other people. You either be a demonstrator, which is the person that puts the vacuum together. You give this speech about how NASA's greatest scientists were paid by Warren Buffett to create this very, very expensive vacuum for $3,000 to $5,000 and why they should pay that money to you guys. And then there's like a manager that pretty much just, I guess, pays Warren Buffett to, or the company anyways, to make a commission off of having people like me and the other people that I have described to make money from. And they do all the grunt work while they just sit back and then they reel in the sales. Kind of like a car dealership. That's how I see it. So, after dealing with the HR, the human resources, I started work. I only managed to just work for a week, and all this crap happened in a week. So I dealt with a sexual harassment issue with the HR. I dealt with a manager that I was assigned with. that had severe anger issues and clearly had a reputation that nobody wanted to work with. He was a very toxic and disrespectful man. I had the fortunate grace to meet with this one lady named Sarah. And she was a disabled older lady around 30 to 40 at the time. So she did the demonstration part while I did the walking door to door part. So what would happen was is that once her and I were paired up with this gentleman as our manager, he was right off the bat very, actually, respectful. He was motivated and enthusiastic and everything. The only thing that was off-putting was his cockiness and I would say just his short temper.